The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI. This is The Last of Us Series 2, Episode 7, Convergence, which would be the converging of our two characters, the Ellie from Ellie and Abbey. Are they going to converge? To be honest, the title of this episode does confuse me quite a bit. I'm sure there's a very logical explanation as to what this is all about. But this will probably be my last reaction to The Last of Us TV show. I'm just finding it really, really difficult to react to something where I know so far ahead where the story is going, because I have played the game many, many times. I'm very familiar with the plot of the game, and it doesn't make for a great reaction, I feel like. But they have added a few new elements into this series, and I said I would come back for the final episode and do a reaction and give my summary of the season, and I plan on doing that. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky tiptoeing around everything. I kind of understand how comic book nerds are feeling when the Marvel stuff happens. The only difference is I'm not going to have a big fat cry about it. Now, if you want a full-length version of this reaction, go to patreon.com/FWCI. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube, because even though there's no Last of Us coming, I will be reacting to a bunch of other stuff in the future instead. If there's a show called The Rest of Us, I'll check it out. The last episode was very, very sweet. It was a big old flashback episode and showed us a lot of the bridging the gap between, you know, what we saw in the last series and what we've seen in this series here. Tragic, heartbreaking story, but also a very sweet episode where you got to really see them enjoying each other's company and seeing Ellie grow up through the birthdays and stuff like that. So, and that's very true to the game. Those memories in the game come at a very, you know, crazy time in the plot, and that's where we're up to now. I mean, Ellie's found the hospital. She just bludgeoned that woman to death with a wrench of some kind, a big old wrench. Dina's pregnant, Jesse just showed up, and who knows what else is going to happen in this episode. Like I say, I have enjoyed what they've added to the series. Moira, her character, the psychiatrist, I think she's a very, very interesting addition to bring into the show. And I'm still waiting for these, like, you know, the little foundation things to grow up through the soil and get into people's boots or whatever's happening. They kind of hinted that a little bit, but so far, nothing. And I thought we were gonna have more episodes of this, which is why this is going up so late. I did not realize this was the final episode until a couple of days ago. But here we are. This is The Last of Us, Series 2, Episode 7, Convergence.
Listen, if I pull it, it's gonna tear an artery. I need to push it through.
How do you know that? How about if it's the wrong way?
I know where the arteries are.
No, you don't. You're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up!
I mean, fucking hell, Jesse. You're also talking about pushing an arrow through a leg. By the way, I love this actor as Jesse. He is so good. And Jesse's such a great character in the game, so a lot of justice being done here.
Just do it.
Oh, Dina is an absolute weapon in this show as well. Dina has been improved 1,000% in comparison to the game. Game Dina was alright, but show Dina is way better.
What happened to you?
Dina!
She's okay.
Close the fucking door, you morons. Anyone else's pet peeve when fucking idiots in horror things don't close doors?
Sit over there.
Bleeding on their back. All this pain just so you can go and redeem Joel, who went to the grave thinking that you fucking hated him. I mean, stubborn ego, like it's just so unhealthy what Ellie's doing in this series.
Did you kill her? No. I left her. Yeah, well, maybe she got what she deserved.
Didn't she continue bludgeoning her? Or am I remembering that wrong? It's so interesting hearing this in Ellie's words, knowing this is how she would explain it.
He was a doctor, and Joel shot him in the head.
This is who you're on a murderous, vengeful rampage on behalf of. What the fuck?
We need to go home.
Yeah, Dina, you just started a war with these people. You know, I always loved in the game the fact that you play through the first game as Joel and you just do all this, like, murdering and action and, you know, typical video game stuff. And then a big part of the plot of the second game is dealing with the ramifications of the carnage that you caused in the first game. I always thought that was such a genius way to tell the story. Jesse's like, girls.
Okay to barricade?
Yeah. Go.
My heart is racing a mile a minute right now.
Split up a 2 square mile area around it and began searching. That's how I found the theater.
Because Jesse's a beast.
The girl who's never turned down a free drink in her life. Seconds before I was gonna push a crossbow bolt through her leg.
That's weird. I don't know why.
Yes, you do.
Ellie, come on. Don't be pulling that Joel shit.
Like how she's pregnant.
Fuck. Oh shit, you were guessing?
Yep.
I'm gonna be a father, which means I can't die. But because of you, we're stuck in a war zone. So how about we skip the apologies and just go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle?
Yes, good work, Jesse. Let's do this. Looks so cool. The way... I'm not sure how much of this is CGI and how much is practical, but...
Get his clothes off.
Ellie, fuck. I mean, Jesus, what do you do?
Even the kids. I am not dying out here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here then.
Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
Oh, it's a storm convergence, right.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mells. But only one Abbey.
Hey, don't talk shit about Manny. I like playing as Manny in the game.
So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep?
Alright, fair enough.
It was supposed to be her.
Why are you so certain you're gonna die in this storm?
Is that your shit?
Yeah.
Where's Tommy? Everything's got a moral if only you can find it.
She's a couple of years older than me. I don't know if you remember. She was selling paintings, like landscapes and shit.
Were they good?
No. I bought 4 of them.
Jesse, you old romantic.
That fucking feeling. When you're falling for someone and they're falling right back.
Did you get her pregnant as well, Jesse?
So, you're Saint Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
Okay, I don't think so. Oh, sniper, you say? I wonder who this could be.
What?
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium. It's too far to swim, we need a boat.
What are you talking about?
What?
Just immediately, let's go. Just tunnel vision.
You don't know that's him.
Who else is it gonna be?
I voted no.
Why?
Because everything you do for you.
Yeah, it's true. Same as Joel.
Which is why he wasn't in your community.
That is some bullshit, Ellie.
I really hope you make it.
Alright, Ellie, no more companion for this mission. A convergence storm or whatever it's called. Imagine just being out in that, walking around. Fuck. Damn. Why'd they all wait so long to turn their lights on? great dramatic moment, but why are you fucking driving around in the dark? Right. Now I understand why they'd be turning off the lights. But I also don't want to say, in case that's not what it actually is, this is why I'm not going to be reacting to another series of The Last of Us. It's just too goddamn difficult. But it is a great show, do not get me wrong. Ellie, you are an absolute lunatic. Yeah, it is. Now I'm trying to remember, did Ellie have the ability to swim in the first series? Because she doesn't in the game. But I think they may have skipped over that on the TV show. Well, that's not terrifying at all. Oh god, this is uncomfortable to watch. Did he just give the order? Questions about the ranking system for you Seraphites.
The village! Leave her!
Straight back in it. No hesitation. What a son of a bitch of a thing to do as well. Wait for a night where there's a gigantic storm and then attack someone. Fuck. Ellie, what are you doing? I tell you what, they got the tension right in this show. Tommy, maybe? Was that him over there as the sniper?
I can make it there and back in 30. If you're still here, you can get on board and keep going with us. If you're not, you're not.
Fuck you, Owen. Hands up.
Ellie!
We don't know where she is.
You were just talking about her, so yes, you fucking do.
Well, not really. They were talking about going to find her, but...
And then you're gonna do it. In a better fucking match.
Where'd you learn this trick, Ellie? It's the Joel Miller classic. Ellie. See you later, Owen. Oh! You got that huge fucking gun that's Joel's. Went straight through everything.
One incision. That's all it is. And then be sure to tie the cord. Work fast. Work fast.
Jesus Christ, this is a lot. And with all this going on with Dina as well. Oh. Oh, Ellie. Who are you now? Who are you anymore? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I didn't have to see a C-section, but... Oh, that is rough. And that's new to me. I don't remember no please deliver my baby speeches in the game. Yeah, Jesse, what do you think of this site?
The park is no-go, so we stick to the south on our way out of town. Not a good idea to move her in this weather, so pray for sunshine. Get the horses at first light, don't look back.
Good plan. Let's get the fuck out of Seattle.
They were part of it too.
They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
You're a good kind of uncle, Tommy.
But Abbey gets to live.
Are you able to make your peace with that?
No. Fuck no, she can't make her peace with that.
If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
Well, we've seen an example of that throughout this entire season.
Jesse! Stand up!
You had a chance, Ellie, and you wasted it.
I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them.
I let you live. And you wasted it.
Is that where they're gonna end it? Okay, we gotta Abbey flashback. Oh. In the game, that is my favorite delivery of dialogue. I let you live and you wasted it. Ah, so glad they left that in.
We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Just let me wake up. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right. It's your funeral if you make them wait.
Gotta get those weights though, Abbey. Oh my god, is this the bedroom? Oh, okay. I think it is the bedroom with like a Christmas tree in it. That's got a significant meaning from a certain mode in the game. I'm very familiar with that room. But that is crazy. I love that they've turned whatever stadium that is, Safeco Field or something. Day one in Seattle. Alright, let's have a quick look at the making of clip.
To hide from Dina, there's maybe an element of self-sabotage there as well, because she exposes all of her darkness to...
There's a lot of self-sabotaging with Ellie.
But because in the game we focus on the POV of the playable character, we never really got to explore Jesse to the degree that I think he deserves.
Yeah, agreed. May he rest in peace.
Begging Ellie to listen to him, to listen to his wisdom, to listen to how he chooses to love the people he loves.
This lady gets it.
But of course, all that is said in justification of her doing something incredibly selfish.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was such hard work, but in a way that felt really satisfying.
Good on her. Fucking, she's got balls.
Surrounded by everybody that's trying to exact violence, including children that have been taught to hate. Now, Ellie, up until this point, can probably justify everything that she's done. Everybody she killed has been bad. You can't justify killing a child.
Well, yeah. Or that pregnant lady. She seemed pretty innocent. And so did Owen, to be honest.
Craig called up and was like, but what if she asks Ellie to cut the baby out of her?
Oh god, that was fucking insane.
This needs to be gut-wrenching, that it is the wake-up call Ellie needs. And yet it isn't.
Yeah, and it doesn't make a fucking difference at all.
The bad people should pay the price for what they've done, and the good people should live happily ever after. And the most moral character of this story, Jesse, dies in an instant.
He really does.
Ellie is looking at Abbey and seeing the rage and the pain of you took somebody I loved. And there is this full circle moment.
So much duality between those two.
And we end on Seattle, day one, as we set up Abby's journey of what happened on those 3 days.
The Abbey season. Alright, that was a fairly interesting little behind-the-scenes thing at the end there, but yeah, whoo, I'm so glad, oh my god, I'm so glad that Jesse is dead. Not because I don't like Jesse, but I had to do some of my best acting to every time Jesse said, like, I'm not dying or whatever. There was a few things that he said that I was like, yeah, Jesse, yeah, you're gonna live. But yeah, that was absolutely shocking. I still remember playing the game when Jesse gets randomly capped out of nowhere by Abbey. It was shocking, and yeah, they're right. Jesse is very much the like moral center of this show. He's such a nice guy, such a good character, and just absolutely wasted out of nowhere. The scene with Mel and the can you please cut the baby out of me? Woo! That was a very nice addition to that scene. That just really put it over the top. It was already uncomfortable enough when Mel dies, given that you know, you've got Dina pregnant at the same time, and you know, it's very, very samey looking in the mirror of your own life or whatever. But yeah, that really took it up a notch. Now, yeah, Owen is gone as well. I'm trying to remember if he dies that quick. I know we see a bit of Owen, but now I'm wondering if it's during the flashbacks. But it's looking like this is going to go for another season, and we'll see where it goes up to. I might come back and react to the very last episode, if that's what you all want to see, of course. I know this isn't one of the more popular things on the channel, but I'm just such a massive fan of the game. Not just a fan of the game, I'm a massive fan of the story that it tells. And they really hit the nail on the head at the end there, talking about this is not Ellie's the good guy, Abby's the bad guy. This is, both of them have a whole ton of complex reasons to hate each other and want vengeance and things like that. And it's such an interesting story because it really takes, you know, what you do with as Joel and Ellie in the first game is kind of, I mean, you're just playing a video game. You're just going through, killing your way through the levels like per normal. And to really make all that killing just such a focal point of the second series, and again, make the player feel accountable for what they did in the first game. I've always loved the way they told that story, and I love what they did with Ellie in this series as well. I like that she is not perfect. She is not empathetic or, you know, hearing the sound reason or logic or seeing the risk and weighing it against the reward. Like, she is just hell-bent on revenge. And the wrinkle that, it's not even a wrinkle, like the big wedging fact that Joel did this horrible thing on Ellie's behalf without consulting her is just, it just adds so much pointlessness to everything that she's doing. And I feel like that's really what the story of The Last of Us Part 2 is how pointless all of this shit really is. I don't know, that sounds like a bit of a bleak kind of message, but in this sort of world where like everybody is consumed with negative emotions, I think it's a very interesting story to tell. Overall, I think people that haven't played the game and are just watching the TV series were probably a bit underwhelmed by this season, and I don't know if it would have been better if HBO announced that they were going to do the second game in 2 TV show seasons or not, because that might make people feel like, you know, I won't even bother watching it, I'll wait until the full story comes out or whatever like that. But it's a very long story, and it definitely needs to be dragged out across 2 seasons for sure. But I feel like this season started off on a little bit of a kind of note, and it ended like, not but in comparison to like some of the big epic moments that you get from season 1, I don't think it really matched up to that, and I think that's because this story is going to be told over a longer period of time. And I did feel like this season started a bit slower with a lot of the character building in Jackson as well. So there was a big fight in like episode 2 or whatever it was, but I can see if people are a little bit disappointed by this season. I'm keen for season 3 though. I think they're gonna have a lot of fun trying to capture the emotion of that, especially the ending. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel further. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.